Hello beloved friends. Today we wish to speak of new beginnings. You are in the midst of generating a very powerful new beginning. You are experiencing new beginnings frequently in your life, but you are approaching a very powerful new beginning. The theme of new beginnings is in the air, and we want to talk today about the incredible positive energy of this and also about your awareness of your own experience as a means of generating more unlimited experiences. You are becoming more fully present. That creates a new beginning in your lives. You are becoming more concentrated in the present moment, and that is altering the potentials of what's available to you. Now there are more and more pathways open to you. How you choose. How do you deepen your experience? How you select the pathway that will give you the greatest joy. How you know which way to go amidst so many options. We spoke recently about living from your inner knowing. We would encourage you to operate from that guidance system. But in truth, it doesn't matter what specific pathway you choose, my friends. For what you experience and what is available to you is not reliant on the outer world, it is based on and created by your energy presence and what you can allow to arise from within. This is a radical way to relate to life, to really realize that everything is generating within you. It is radical to become so neutral that you realize that all paths in and of themselves are neutral. Not that all paths are the same, but that you can get the same depths of experience and further your evolutionary progression and have the emotional experiences you want while being on many different paths. This is because each path is expressing multidimensionally, and everything you experience in connecting with that path is arising within you. As you bring forth more and more of all that you are, the energetic quality of your blended being is changing. This is initiating new beginnings in the world for you that have different qualities than new beginnings in the past. Do you feel how fresh everything is becoming? You are living in an experience that has been recently created. This was not something previously known, and these are not just words, they are observations about something very concrete which is occurring. We invite you also at this time, to consider how do you relate to new beginnings? Your mode of relating to new beginnings will affect your interaction with these new situations as they present. Many of you are actually more comfortable with endings and completion than you are with beginnings. New beginnings conjure up a sense of innocence. They feel light, and many of you are not feeling that light right now, so we are just speaking of this to help you shift a little bit and tune to what's emerging, and in a sense become more aware of how your own participation in your process facilitates you taking full advantage of new beginnings. You have lived within duality for so long that you tended to approach things with effort and hard work. When a new beginning occurs, and we say this with love and the tonality of a big smile, maybe even the energy of giggling, yes, giggling, imagine us giggling because what we want to say to you is you approach new beginnings and make them into a project. When something new and fresh occurs to you, you turn it into a project, and we have to love how devoted and industrious you all are. But these skills of determination and the willingness to stick with what you care about have served you so well. But it is time now to let yourself have a new experience, a new beginning. These experiences, while they may be unfamiliar to you in some ways, are what you are really ready for and calling forth. A new beginning is an opportunity to receive and an opportunity to experience wide open potential. A new beginning is an opportunity to choose anything, anything. When you approach a new moment, a new day, a new start of anything with this kind of awareness, you feel so powerful and joyful. You feel a sense of all possibilities being contained within this newness. You have no idea how it will go, but there is this sense of excitement about it. The unknown aspect of it and the newness of it in a sense promises everything to you because nothing is yet defined. There is something truly magical about the beginning of something, the moment when you commence or anticipate commencing. That too is very sweet. When you let yourself feel these feelings, you remember what it is truly like to be you. When you allow yourself to relate to something with a sense of total possibility, you are then wide open. You are not defining things by limiting them with any idea of what is, what has been, and what is not possible. You get to feel the juiciness of your being. The incredible strength and confidence, the purity of focus and awareness that plays across and throughout creation with the pure potential through all the different ways you are being. We want you to remember what this is like, and we want you to find the part of yourself that started something new in the past with this kind of freshness and openness, and reconnect to this part of you. You may be in the midst of something right now, but that something is creating the platform of a new beginning. Today we are orienting your eyes to the horizon of life emerging in the material for you, and because of all that you are transforming in this experience, we are speaking of this to prepare you so you can greet the new dawn of this new beginning in a different way. Many beings are leaving the planet these days. You may have noticed that. They want a total new beginning, and those of you who are staying, you want very much at a deep level new beginnings that have substantially more impactful than new beginnings have ever before. There are layers to creating this. Part of empowering this evolution to fully unfold is recognizing that you are in the midst of creating a very different and very new start for yourself in encountering and working with your pure presence as you have been. Your pure presence is becoming more familiar to you. The expansiveness of this and the implications of your total perfection are sinking in, and this is transforming your energy system. You are recalibrating to accommodate these changes. You are revisiting the creation of your energy system from increasingly higher perspectives of light, and as you do this, you create endless new beginnings. It is important to recognize and embrace them. Just because these beginnings repeat, because they come in waves, does not in any way diminish their beauty or their gifts to you. What we are really talking about here is learning to orient to what emerges. This is something we have been talking about more and more lately, learning to be aware of your own process of unfolding. We have suggested you learn about and recognize your own creative process. How you use focus to generate experience. We've talked about learning to live from inner knowing. Now we're talking about acknowledging and living from the powerfully positive expectation of pure potential that are available at each new level of expression that you are creating, which you experience as a series of new beginnings. These new beginnings are similar to the clear slate we have spoken of. A mindset of being fully in the present moment, but it is also more than that. What we are talking about today is sensing and understanding and keeping track of in your awareness where you are in your own evolutionary process. Sensing what's going on with you at any given moment so that you can relate to yourself with skillfulness. You are experiencing a rhythmic unfolding in human form of your essence energies. There is a process to this awakening, and you know it well. It begins with upliftment. You encounter higher frequency energies from a multitude of sources. You feel uplifted. These energies are integrated and circulated as you are able to meet them, so they may trigger a revision of your energy system, or they may just be easily assimilated and begin to emanate from you. Then these new energies that you have been infused with or encountered loosen up congested energy within you. You begin to recalibrate. You are releasing, or as we said recently, discharging energies that are not going to be part of your new beginning, your new energetic homeostasis. As you release these energies, you then emerge into non-definition. You emerge into a pure spaciousness, and you allow your presence, if you're really open and in the flow, you allow your presence not to be created from ideas in your mind but to be generated from within. This is the ideal way of relating to your flow. Given this, where are you at this time in your evolutionary process? Do you know? Once you arrive in this spaciousness, if you can let it be wide open, then there you are in a new beginning, in a space of all possibilities. If you relate to this spaciousness without rushing to define it, the definition will take shape and arise from within, from your own harmonics. You will experience the inspiration and knowing that comes from an expanded connection to all that you are. This is the life process that is taking place in the awakening ones in your realm now. It is how all of this is taking shape, and it is how the world and the energy fields present here as human, planetary, animal, nature, it's how everything is evolving. It is happening by infusions of higher frequency light into the energy systems here, and this is all happening and being supported and facilitated by Earth's proximity to the photon band. Light is carried over space by photons. And you are being routinely, continually infused by cosmic light through the Earth's closeness to the photon band. Photons are creating the momentum of light that is uplifting your world. Light is created when energy hits an electron with electromagnetic force. This energy can be in the form of heat or light. This pushes an electron up a level within an energy structure, and the electron, like you, seeks homeostasis. It returns to the lowest common stable structure. So you too are discharging excess energy, happens in the form of heat or light. You've all experienced this, right? Gradually you are conditioning yourselves so that the lowest common stable structure is an uplifted one, a refined one, an ascended one. You are conditioning yourselves to exist as the uplifted states you are entrained into. This is living evolution, and it is generating an endless stream of new beginnings. Why are we talking about this? Because the ego tends to present you with limited ideas and options in life, and these options actually tend to decrease as you live longer rather than increase, which is counterintuitive because all of you are evolving in capacity. Why not break free of all that? Step outside of the ideas of life that can only come from the more limited, local perspective of your external experience. You do this by getting to know your own evolutionary cycles so that you can at any time know where you are in that very natural and most empowering process. And most of all, so you can prepare yourself to skillfully meet these powerful new beginnings with readiness and openness. What is going on inside of you at this moment? I am Archangel Michael.